Lots of scary housing market headlines out there. Just saw one from CNBC that says that homeowners have lost 1.5 trillion in equity since May. Yee, that sounds really scary, right? But let's dig deeper. There's more to it than that. Let's look at a graph since 2005 of home equity values for homeowners nationwide and see what's really happening. So you can see here that we've got a drop since second quarter 2022, 2021 through 2022. These were COVID boom years, and we saw incredible appreciation in home values, unsustainable appreciation, in my opinion. And now we're seeing it backtrack a little bit into a more normal track. If you look at the years 2012 through today, you can see a steady line up and to the right. You can see the 2022, where we are right now, is tracking perfectly with the normal upward trend of equity appreciation. So, of course, the big question is the housing market going to crash? And I would say no. Why? Well, let's look at what's really going on here. Let's look at the foreclosure rates. So we're hearing news that foreclosures are suddenly up, and they are, but they're suddenly up from basically the bottom, uh, a very minimal amount. They're up from last year when there was a foreclosure moratorium nationwide. So we've got 2021, the teeny tiny bar there. 2022 is the second highest bar on this graph of every year since 2003. That's where we are in the foreclosure situation, all-time lows. So what would bring about a foreclosure in the first place? Well, somebody can't pay their mortgage anymore, right? So let's talk about the mortgage debt to income ratio. So if you look at mortgage payments divided by quarterly disposable income, we're also at an all-time low. So these are numbers since 1980, and you can see that the percentage today at 3.9 is the lowest it's been since 1980. So if the sky isn't falling and the housing market isn't crashing, what's actually going on here? Well, headlines sell news. People are attracted to bad news, unfortunately. But when you're buying or selling a house, you really need to dig deep and have the information at hand that can guide you on your way. Only you can decide if the interest rates work for you right now as a buyer, for example. But there are plenty of ways to mitigate interest rates. And there are lots of opportunities right now for buyers and sellers that can really look at the data and be creative. Hope that helps.